Camden, North London. One of the busiest markets in Europe. "50,000 people converge on Camden every weekend. Young people come here from all over to have a crack at running their own business. At Camden, dreams are launched on the front of a t-shirt. Some swim, some sink.
Good morning, everybody. Lads, is that it? Has everyone who wants to stall give me their name? I should be able to get everybody in. It should take about 10 minutes, so bear with us. And we'll start yours.
It's 8:30 Saturday morning. As usual, a dozen or so people are hassling market managers for a stall.
I'm trying to look for arts and crafts and pottery and lovely stuff like that. Clothes, you just make them yourself?
Yeah, I design
like what?
all of them.
Right, do you make them yourself?
No, I
You
design all
them?
of them.
That's a different thing. Do you make your own jewellery?
Yes.
What is it? What's your name?
Vegetable library is Laura.
Laura, vegetable, all right. Laura. Wait, I'll sort you out. Just stick around. Anybody else doing anything interesting?
Camden Lock's open to anyone. Turn up with something to sell, hand over your 45 quid, and take the first step to becoming a tycoon.
Well, he's quite right to. You've got a good one there. Stick with him. He's all right, you know. Top man.
Paul Smith did that over a year ago, and he's still here, selling t-shirts with attitude.
Hello, good afternoon.
I want a t-shirt like that.
What, like this?
No, the other one
Oh,
there.
no, there's one right here. I've also got the larger than that as well.
No, this is a small one. It's
Try it on,
more
try it on, try it on.
It's too big, see? You have a card or
Do you know what? I don't. I'll give you this badge, which has my website address on it, free, because I have no idea how to run a business properly.
All right.
And you can log on to there and get whatever colour you want.
All right, thank you.
Or you can take this for £10 an hour. It's entirely up to you.
No, I would like a little bit more tighter.
As I say, it's going to...
gay boys, you need...
Yeah, well, I didn't want to inquire what type of gentleman you were, sir, so I thought I'd skirt around that issue. But yes, on the whole, homosexuals wear tight clothes. It is true, it is true, it is true.
Paul started his business Public Grief Junkie with an 11 grand redundancy payoff from a computer company.
See you later, be good. Ta-da.
Camden's taught him a thing or two about the retail trade.
We reckon that the single biggest factor in how well you do, the single biggest variable, is your mood. I reckon if I'm in a bad mood all weekend, that probably costs the company about 100 quid in lost turnover. But this is what makes it quite tiring. You know, you're doing this for 8 hours a day, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever it is. And it's quite tiring, and you're knackered at the end of it, you know. And I'm exhausted when I go home on a Sunday night, you know. But this way, you've got to kind of enjoy it, you know. I never really sell anything, I just chat to people.
Jerry. Hello. Are you late? You got your name in?
Turn up a bit earlier if you would, Jerry.
One of today's hopefuls is Jerry Buxton.
Well, you go with Kate, but please turn up earlier, all right? Yeah, if you're on good. All right. Yeah, okay.
Jerry's a 22-year-old design graduate straight out of college. On top of a big student debt, he's forked out almost £1 grand on new t-shirts. So the pressure's on.
Do you want to stall in this area, or do you want to stall in the West Yard, or
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet.
do you need a walk-in stall?
Yeah, it needs to be a walk-in stall. The next step I really want to do is start leaving stuff down here, because I want to start, you can see, like each week I want to get the stall looking a bit more professional. See, this week, so I've got the mannequin dummies in this week, and I want to start getting a decent blanket and getting a top and start making it look more like it's a little shop.
Good afternoon, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How much is the dolphins agate shop?
Would you believe £11, for God's sake. No, I'm so thin, I can't eat.
Is that the only colour you've got?
Yes, the king of colours, black. Ideal for formal occasions, funerals, weddings, well, not weddings, but...
That's so true, though.
Well, look, yeah, it is. It's not, you know, the thing to laugh at, it's a fact, for God's sake. Look at them, look.
It's only one size?
No, that's a small. I have a larger one.
Camden began as a local market,
I think, yeah.
Yep, would you like a bag?
but now it's a tourist hotspot.
Yep.
Right, good. So where are you from?
Malaysia.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. We've got plenty of dolphins
Have
there.
you? Well, yeah, well, you need to go over there with that one, sister. And start putting the record straight.
They're cute though.
No, you're wrong. I'm not going to tell you this if you carry on, right? You're wrong. They're horrible. They're smug, and they eat kittens, right? They do. Horrible. Everyone they do. That's why you don't see cats in coastal areas. Think on.
That's a myth.
You're just afraid of the truth. How much did I say that was? I forgot. Did I say
£10?
it? No, you. Martin, call security. I'm being mugged, Martin. Did I say 11 or 12? I said 11, didn't I?
You said 11,
That's right.
yeah.
I'm a bit profit shy, so 11 will do. There we are. Many thanks. Do you want a wee change?
Yeah.
All right, £4 for you. Thank you very much indeed.
All right, thank
Many
you
thanks. God
very
bless
much.
you. Appreciate that. Take care. Well, hours of fun.
Camden's at its peak at weekends when most traders rent their stalls. Monday to Friday, they're preparing stock or earning some cash. Jerry lives off a part-time job with Vodafone.
So the Sony Ericsson K700i, that I'll show that up on the shelf. I got the job with Vodafone selling phones part-time, which pays my way. Yeah, there's a little bit here, although it isn't something I would choose to do, and if I wasn't trying to do the t-shirts part-time for myself, then I wouldn't spend time selling phones to people.
At Camden, he's fulfilling his dream, to run his own fashion label. But it's tough. His shirts aren't connecting with the tourists.
It's a bit of a cottage industry at the moment, you know? And I want it to be designer t-shirt. You know, I'm trying to run fashion label. At the moment, half the battle I'm fighting is just getting onto the market and getting any sort of presence. The market allows me a lot of creative freedom, freedom to breathe and develop as a designer, I think, which I think I need. So, like I always felt with university, you know, I enjoyed it right enough, but it was always sort of on someone else's terms what you were doing, and I always regretted the bit that I didn't go to art college and have the freedom to do really what it was that I wanted.
Paul's t-shirts are also political, but with an ironic spin.
I really hate that self-appointed correctness. I find it really annoying. I did about 2 months at a sixth form college before I decided not to do it anymore. And it dawned on me that I was suddenly exposed to kind of the middle classes en masse, which I'd never seen before. You know, I'm from Mile End, which isn't very nice, you know, and it's very poor, very crime-ridden. We had reason to be actually hacked off, you know, saying about things that could be altered. You know, they're on about, like, coffee in Ecuador and stuff, and it's like, well, I don't really care about that. You know, my granddad's going to freeze to death in his flat.
Much of Paul's time is spent travelling between Camden and his flat in Maidenhead, over an hour away. The key to his operation is getting his company's name noticed.
Right.
His first job is cutting out the original brand labels and sewing on his own.
I'm quite keen on establishing a brand, okay? And obviously, I mean that, okay? So, if you think about successful companies, for example, Ferrari, people don't necessarily buy Ferraris because they want a car that goes too fast to be legal. They want to kind of feel like a film star or something, you know? It's all about brand. That's kind of what it is. And I'm already starting to get people asking for T-shirts with just the tank and the URL on them, which is quite weird, really. But also quite good because it shows that it's working. People just want to wear the little tank for some bizarre reason. But I'm not going to complain about that. So this is not fun. You know, I've done this 1,800 times, 2,000 times. And to be honest with you, you know, I can think of better ways to spend my time. It's just not efficient use of time, you know. You know, there's a million and one things I could be doing to push the company forward at this moment in time. And here I am doing this, you know. I don't want to be on a market stall for the rest of my life, which is why I won't be doing this much longer. Someone in a sweatshop will. Rightio, in addition to all that, Damien...
Paul's printer, Damien, is based in Reading. He heat presses the original designs onto blank T-shirts.
One of those, can do.
No, I want a couple, actually. Give us some.
Paul pays a £5 a shirt to Damien and sells it for 11, making £6 profit before paying for his stall.
What's trade like down there?
If I get any more annoyed with Camden, I'm going to go down there armed or something with a Beretta pistol and just start taking people out because I just can't be doing with it anymore.
What? Is it just the
It's
people,
either tourists or it's people who are about 12 or people on a lot of drugs, so it's hard, it's just hard work, you know. I wouldn't leave Camden, I like it there. I like trading there, it's a good laugh for me, but you just don't, it's so hard to make money down there, do you know what I mean? It's just difficult, So...
What's this email you got then?
But Paul's starting to begrudge the weekly payments to Damien.
Give that a go.
If he did his own printing, he'd make more profit.
Right, that's you done. Oops, sorry.
Someone make a program about this, scandalous bloody printing prices. That'll get you BAFTA. Right.
Well, if you don't want to do the work yourself, then pay the price.
Who's want to do that, Damien? 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Look at 180.
Paul's finally made his mind up. He's going to cut out Damien and do his printing at home.
I'm nipping off for about an hour today because
Why is this must be unusual?
back in the knife drawer.
You say?
No, Anne's going to be coming down to look after Ye's shop.
Okay.
Because I need to get online.
Righto.
Because I found a heat press, which is exactly the same one as Damien uses. Except it's about 700 quid less.
Righto.
And I thought I'll have that. So that's me.
All right, man. Is there one you're interested in?
Yeah, well, I like that one, but that's girl size.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
4 months on and Jerry's still struggling. Despite the big investment, he hasn't got enough stock.
That's the third time that's happened today. That's the third bloke that's asked for the international socialism in the bloke's size. And I did have some which sold out a couple of weeks ago. Say they'll come back in a couple of weeks when I've got it in. It's the problem of not having the stuff and not having the variety, and I don't know. Oh, crap. See, it's just all falling to pieces now. You're £12 each? £12 or this one? What size? No, for a friend. So big. Yep, let me get you a new one. Oop. 2, 3. Thank you very much. I'd be feeling a lot better if I'd sold more than one today. If you come back in 2 or 3 weeks, if I've only sold one, then I'll be more, difficult to talk to. It's getting more towards the crunch time where it's really, I have to start selling T-shirts, and it's going to have to start washing its face as such. It's going to have to start covering its costs.
Hackney, East London. Paul's contracted out the tedious job of labelling at 20p a shirt. He's bought 1,000 T-shirts and spent the last of his redundancy money on a printer. But there's a downside. He swapped one tedium for another.
A lot of my time now, where it used to be spent doing labels, is now spent doing this. It really is almost insanely tedious. It's long and the short of it is it's halved my unit cost. What it hasn't really saved, as we can see, is it hasn't really saved time. And let's be honest with you, while I'm sitting here doing this, I could be, if I was so inclined, working on new designs, working the market, doing stuff, being out there, promoting it.
or whatever.
This is world juice number 1. This is the best we give you now. Capital World now, please. Precious squeeze, yes, we do.
It's a roasting Saturday afternoon in June, and business is slack.
Give me 25p, right?
Normally, the best way to get people to leave your stall is say hello to them. But today, you've only got to look at them when they run off. It's like gazelle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too...
Paul and Jerry are trying to keep their spirits up.
First hot summer of the year. Well, that's not a single thing, Jerry. Not one thing, nothing. Oh, God. Never mind. Oh, we're going to starve. Right, you're going to go bankrupt once, Jerry. I mean, like, would you come to Candlelock Market when it's like 30 million, it's hotter than the sun? Would you come to Candlelock? I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'd go to a pub or something.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this has got to be as empty as I've seen it on a Saturday. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know, I mean, it's tough.
Paul's moved back up to town to be closer to the business, and with Jerry's debts mounting, the boys are locked in crisis talks.
I'm just trying to throw ideas at how we can get this business of yours kind of actually...
A business.
Why do you have that awful pitch in the East Yard?
I didn't think it was so bad. This is one of the better stalls I've been put on when I've been moved around the market.
You know those ones right at the very front of the market? Why don't you just ask for one of those? I reckon that's got to be worth 4 sales a weekend. There's 2 things. Basically, you can't produce your stuff cheaply enough, although we've looked at avenues for that. And the harsh reality is people don't want to buy it. That's you know, you could be churning out fantastic quality t-shirts for 5p each. People don't want to buy them. I mean, the most visually impressive, in my opinion, t-shirts that you've got, that protest one, which is good. I really like that t-shirt. And the Tony Blair one. But again, you're stumped there because I reckon if we took a walk on that market on Sunday afternoon, we could find 50 t-shirts that are anti-war, anti-Bush, anti-Blair, or have got the word protest.
Paul thinks Jerry should target other markets.
Yeah, I mean, that confirms like what I've been thinking for a while, that Camden's not right. But what I may use Camden now for in the period of the next, sort of in the next 2 months, kind of basically the summer, I'm going to try and trade at Camden. After the summer rush has gone, and well, the summer rush, then start looking at move, because then at that point I can spend, you know, a month or so scouting out new markets before going bang, you know, really hitting somewhere for Christmas.
Yeah.
They've also agreed to take a stall together at Guildfest, Guildford's annual rock festival.
A long and unfulfilling day. I've sold 3 t-shirts and 7 badges today. I'll not be coming back next weekend to do it. Next Friday I'll be at Spitalfields. Next Saturday I'm going to go for a walk. I might go to an art gallery. I may just hang out in the park, but I'm not coming here. I mean, basically it's now Operation Guildfest. I'm putting all my kind of hope for the future in that for the minute.
Back at Paul's, the lads are preparing t-shirts for the festival, including some specials.
Quite a while, God. Come on. That's got to go, isn't it?
Well, you've got to get rid of a few of them.
Top of the bill are 70s rockers Status Quo. Paul and Jerry are all set to make a killing.
Yep. Come on. Hey. Quite a while, God.
I think it's kind of, well, he said himself, I think it's kind of more important for Jerry than it is for me, because this was always part of my kind of budget for the year. So if I go to Guildfest and don't sell anything, the company's not going to fall apart or go bust or anything, you know what I mean? It will just be a cash flow problem. Whereas I think Jerry's saying that if he goes there and just doesn't sell anything, or he has a very bad event, he's going to chuck it in, I think. And, you know, that's sad and everything, but that's business.
Guildfest, there's a captive audience of 35,000 music lovers. It's a chance for Paul to shift his stockpile. It could pay off all Jerry's debts. Both have a lot riding on the next 4 days.
Afternoon all right. You having a good day? It being American.
Sorry, that's the medium. That's the largest we've got. It's the large, but they're American
Yes,
shirts, so
right.
you'd be right with that. You can try and slip it on over the shirt.
Oh,
So
yep.
So have you been here all weekend, or are you just here for the day? All weekend. Who's been the best band so far then? Yeah, the Pogue.
I thought he was a
You think it's too tight? That's the biggest one we've got, isn't it? Shot?
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, we're fairly small operators, and when we start going out of small, medium, large, it gets really expensive. And to save you, the customer, we don't normally. No, we just haven't got anything bigger than that. I do apologise.
How about you, Jerry? How's it been?
Not great. Not great. I'd rather not talk about it actually. I'm going to lose quite a bit of money on it.
So what's the plan now then?
I don't know. I'll work it out when I get back to London.
But you've not made money here.
No.
I think I've done a little bit better than Jerry, but not by loads. So it's been good. It's been good. I mean, the thing is, it's just been enjoyable. It's it's a music festival for crying out loud. Do you know what I mean, man? You got to kind of enjoy it. So it's been good. I've loved it, to be honest with you. So it's been sales-wise. I've got to be honest. It's been a bit disappointing in terms of experience and stuff. It's been great to do. Next time, I for one will be bringing soap, shampoo, other clothes, that kind of stuff. Food, something to sleep in, a decent tent.
Hello, Vodafone Victoria Street. Jerry speaking. How can I help?
Jerry's hanging on to the day job after Guildford deepened his debts to £4 grand. He's moving his stall to Spitalfields to target a more discerning shopper.
All right, there, one, through you come.
Paul cleared 90 quid at Guildford.
These are so heavy. These are so heavy. It's ridiculous, honestly. My poor trembling body. Right, we're nearly there.
With 900 t-shirts to sell, he's sticking it out at Camden.
Alrighty, that's it, mate.
He's empty.
No, that's it. That's the lot for me, mate.